Alrighty. I'll take the beanie off. It's not that hot. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. That's so much you got to know, yeah. One second, everybody. Hang on, let me get the chat up. Give me a sec. Alrighty. What is going on, everyone? So we scored a 9. What did we get in the end? 19 something. Pretty bad. Pretty freaking bad. 1992. It's been a pretty mediocre friggin' round. I think everyone's in the same boat. 1992. Why isn't this refreshing? Yeah, so 1992, pretty disappointed about it, to be honest. But I think most people are in the same boat from what I've seen. Let's go through my leagues real quick. Not too many big scores from what I see. Oh my god, I lost by 1 point. Des, another poo-poo week. Yeah, it wasn't good. But everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's in the same boat. How am I going in this league? Okay. What are you guys thinking about trades? I'm not sure, to be honest. Travel now lost the league by 10. Fisher and Power combined for a massive 140 points. I want to get rid of Power, if I'm being honest, but I don't know who else to get. I'm pretty keen to get rid of Dusty and Combin this week. Combin, wait and see what his break even is, but bloody hell. At least the brisket on the smoker turned out. 1969. Yeah, it's not bad. I think 1900 is like par, to be honest. If I had to guess. How Whitfield gets outscored by Luke Ryan? I don't know. I don't know. Tom Green's pissing me off. Upgrade targets this week. I don't know. Oh, I think maybe McRae, Sam Walsh. What did Walsh score this week? 130. So he's got a 166 and a 130. Maybe he's got to come in. I don't know. I don't know what to do this week, to be honest. It's a tough one. We got McRae, Zorko. Do you trade Whitfield? Champion Data hates him. Probably not. But yeah, it's not ideal. Stewart ruined me. Yeah. Stewart's gonna be so cheap. Is Dawson back? I think so. I'd probably like to see another game though, personally. Yeah, probably one more game for me. Should I trade power for a new pair of pants? Man, these North players, besides Sheasel and Cherry, they can all fuck off. They're all no good. McRae, you can wait one more. Yeah, because you want to see how he plays with the back, 100%. Heaney, under 100 points. That's wild. It is wild. I can't believe that. I'll take it, though. Also, I'll take Grundy. 158. Wowee. Is Walsh biggest must-have this week? Look, probably. Thing is, how do you get him? I might trade Darcy, downgrade Darcy for a rookie, and trade Zach Williams, swing Nick Martin to the back line, and bring in Walsh. I don't know if that'll give me enough. If I have to use a boost, I will. And that would give me a midfield of what? Walsh, Crouch, Steele, Green, Butters, Bont, and Merritt, and then have Nick Martin on the back line because Zach Williams has to go, I think. Zorko is definitely one to consider though. Like, as a forward, he's got to be in consideration because, yeah, I think I need to get Zorko and Heaney in. Harley Reid, what a monster. Hope everyone held him. What a dreadful week. 1898, Sanders, Darcy, Williams, D'Ambrosio all on the part. Yeah, that's just the rookies. My primos are all on the par pretty much as well, besides a couple. It was just one of those bad weeks. Williams escaped major injury. Dawson loses the role when Crouch comes back. I don't know, because I think Dawson's CBAs will still be fine, but what I noticed is he was going back. When he was floating around the ground, instead of pushing forward, he would go back. So that's probably why I would think Dawson scored better, because he could take like intercept marks more often and stuff. Jackson for Grundy. Oh, I don't know if I'd get Grundy. Still early. Like, yeah, it's one good game, but I don't know. I think Jackson probably needs to go though. But yeah, look, he scored 90 with Darcy in the team, so maybe not. I don't know. We really need to wait and see break evens. That's what's going to determine everything. Thoughts on potentially trading Goulden this week as well? Oh, he still turned up, didn't he? So, unless you're talking about bringing him in, but I wouldn't bring him in either. Jackson definitely has to go. Roll is thrashed. Yeah, the roll's not good, but yeah, like I said, he still scored 90, so it's not terrible for a forward. Better than friggin' Tom Powell and Combin, who played forward, actually forward. D'Ambrosio out? Probably, yeah. Probably has to go, I would say. Dawson will be fine. He was just lacking confidence. First time this year he took contested marks around the ground. That's his game. Yeah, I know. He looked really good in that game. So, I mean, what's his price going to be? So breaking 130, so he's going to go up maybe 520, 530. Maybe 530, yeah. They had him at 0% chance of hitting that. Lol. He took that personally. So yeah, probably 530 you pay for Dawson. Like I said, wouldn't go early this week, maybe next week, but yeah. Do you really want him in that final 8 in midfield? Probably. If he's back, yes. But is his form going to be consistent? I don't know. D'Ambrosio, yeah, he has to go. Big week, 2031, well done. Houston, Cherry Reid killed it. Can't wait to VC Houston next week against St Kilda. Yeah, he's another one. So Houston's another one I really would like to bring in. But I don't think I can. I think I need Walsh. Yeah, I think so. Explain how Ryan gets 6 points for every kick in while everyone else, Whitfield, gets 3. I don't know. It's a tough one. Oh, you mean trade out Gordon? Nah, probably not. Houston consistent in kick-ins. Yeah, let's have a look at the kick-ins. DFS kick-ins. Let's bring it up. What is it? Port Adelaide. Yep. Doesn't get all of them, but gets enough. The last 2 weeks he's gotten a fair chunk. Yeah. But a lot of intercept marks from what I've seen. Tom Powder trade out, honestly, maybe. What's his price? He's averaging 97, but like, I don't know, I'm pretty keen to move him on. But I don't know if I can afford to do it this week. Like, there's bigger problems, I feel. We got to start thinking about which rookies we want to field and which rookies we don't. So I think I'm okay with fielding Will Graham. I know he scored 61, but look, they got smashed, so yeah. So I don't know. I think Will Graham's fieldable. Closey's obviously fieldable. Zach Williams, probably not anymore. Combin Darcy, probably not anymore. Yeah, so basically, like, what rookies have we got? What rookies have we got this week? Powell or Jackson to hold? Probably Jackson. Bailey Dale. Would you go early? Probably not. No, probably not. What are we going to do? Selected to play. And it's the lowest price. Tunstall, no. Drury, no. Nguyen looked very lost today. I think he'll get dropped when Dawson's back. Salah's definitely not. Lee Kalir looked pretty good, but I think he's more of like a lockdown than intercept. Was going to trade Matt Roberts to upgrade, but he turned up. Yeah, I know. I'm freaking annoyed I traded him out. Riley Garcia could be one to go early on. 125k, scored 82. Jeez, there's not many downgrade options, is there? Jordan Sweet, maybe? Nah. Fuck, this is it. This is legit it. There's Aaliyah, Drury, Nguyen, Garcia. I think I'd prefer Garcia out of all them. Oh, that McAuliffe guy, yeah. That's true. He could be good. What, Roberts, Closey, Reed, Wilson, Garcia, Graham, Hall back next week? Yeah. Yeah, they're probably the rookies you want to field. I'm stuck on Jackson, to be honest. Felt like Fred never targeted him inside 50, stupidly. That was like Combin today. I barely saw him. What's going on, Skits Fits? Thoughts on McRae or Tay Adams? Probably McRae, but I don't know. I don't know if I would trust either of those guys. I think forwards, I'm just going to try as hard as I can to wait and see. I think Zorko is probably the only one you could semi-trust. Like, how am I going to look next week? So, Closey comes on here. Williams has to go. So Martin will go there. So it'll be Closey, Martin here. So that backline's done for now. Then we're going to have a spot here, which will probably be Garcia. No. Then I'll have to get Walsh here. And I'm going to have to field like Darcy, Combin. Yeah, see, I'm not too sure about fielding Darcy and Combin anymore, but I think I have to. So guys like Tom Powell get forward rookies off the field. Why did I trade Matt Roberts? I wanted to get enough for Merritt, and funnily enough, Matt Roberts outscored Merritt. What did you make of Combin? Oh, I didn't like the way his role changed. He started off nicely, took 2 great intercept marks, contested, but then, yeah, faded out because he started playing forward for some stupid reason. Sweet, only 1 week with Dixon resting. Yeah, that's true. You think Toby and Hogan get suspended and I keep Cadman? Yeah, but Cadman's going to get the #1 defender now, so who knows how that's going to go for Paul Aaron. I don't think he's that good of a player, to be honest. Like, he's alright, but yeah. Bailey-Dale must have. Not a must have, but look good. Probably need to see another game from him. Hogan is and Toby gone 100%. Yeah, they got 1 week. I don't think they're appealing. Maybe they are, I don't know. Warner looks like he's moved forward. Won't get it this time, but possibly around 11. That'd be nice. So that might be the one that's taking over Peeny's role. Biggie looked droppable, TBH. Maybe Pink comes back. Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing. He looked a little bit lost today. Casbolt comes in for Hogan. Casbolt doesn't even play for them. Meek, I'm happy with. Grundy just hurts though. Yeah, I know. Very unlucky. Biggie looked cooked. I think it must be a forward loop for me. Yeah, I agree. Luke Ryan or Walsh? Probably Walsh. Luke Ryan will come down a little bit now. Casbolt played for Gold Coast, not GWS. Yeah, I think Walsh's break-even is going to be pretty low. Not sure exactly what it'll be, but I don't think it'll be high at all. Not sure how my ranking will change with this. 1992, it's a pretty average score, but it's not terrible in a bad week, I guess. Powell, Jackson, Fisher, Reid, Darcy, and Biggie is my forward line half at North Melbourne Football Club. Yeah, I'm really getting sick and tired of these North players, to be honest. They just get smacked. Like, I'm probably gonna, I don't know. Do you trade Powell? What do you do? I don't know. Fuck, I actually don't know. You probably have to hold Powell. Who do they play next week? Probably going to be a hard team. Adelaide at Blundstone. Yeah. I don't know. 1766. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Keep Powell. I wish I had him. I don't wish I have him. You can have him. Man, I had Yo all pre-season and then I listened to all the content creators saying injuries, not making the same mistake with Walsh. Too much upside. Yeah. I agree. I think I'll try and find a way to get Garcia down to the forward line because I don't mind him as an on-field option. Yeah, I don't mind him as an on-field option. Can probably loop between him and Comben. Fucking Comben, man. Of course they change his role. Is Pink fully dead, you reckon? I don't know. Not fully dead. If you can get Sexton and Graham up to defense somehow, you might be able to bring in Zorko. Yeah. That's true. That is true. It's going to be a very interesting week of trades this week. Lots to consider. Walsh top 8 if healthy? Probably, yeah. Walsh projected break even is 30. There you go. So yeah, it's got to be this week. I mean, at the end of the day, he's pretty value for even if you get a 105 to 110 average. 570k is pretty cheap for these midfield premiums. Like, I can't believe I paid 680 or whatever I paid for Tom Green just to get like a 109, a 70, and then an 80. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Stupid ranger. What a fraud he is. He comes out and says he's the best player of that draft, and then he pumps out a 70 and an 80. Like, fucking shut up, you clown. Ronald McDonald. Tom Green got to go, still out of form. I can't afford to trade him at this point. It's too sideways. My forward line is Dempsey, Darcy, and Cavan. I agree at the same time as you, Spoon too. Yeah. How shit is it? It's actually a joke, man. Like, yeah. Do I have to set my captain before the round, or can I captain a DMP, VC someone on field, and decide? Yeah, you can do it whenever, as long as the captain hasn't played. That forward mid split on Merritt looks bad. I think it was just this week because he copped the McAdam tag, or McHenry, or whatever his shit name is. Fucking little lad. So I don't know. I think Merritt will be fine. I honestly think they just moved him forward to try and break the tag, because it was a real smothering one. Because he was on like 70 at halftime. Remember that, guys? So he was on track for a big one, but Adelaide didn't like that, so I had to scum it and start tagging. Rao better than Green right now? Yeah, Rao looks good. I want Rao, but I think I'll get Walsh first. Imagine the people, oh my god, yes, people that traded Grundy to Marshall. I was so close to being one of them, and you know what? I actually have to thank Luke Beveridge. Who would have thought I'd be thanking that man? But man, if Sanders wasn't out, I had Grundy to Marshall and Crouch to Merritt. So I guess it would have been good because I held Roberts, but I would have been giving up over 100 points just from going Grundy to Marshall. Like, wow. I don't know if Grundy's going to be able to like go massive every week, but honestly, I was hoping for like a 95 plus from Grundy. But yeah, 158, wow. I don't have Bont or Green. Should I try and get one of them this week or go for Walsh? I think you can still wait on Green's definitely coming down more. So Bont maybe you could consider. Who does he play? Freo. Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good record at Optus Stadium as well. Thoughts on McKercher? Has to go. Yeah, I'd probably go for Walsh Blacks. I could have got Flanders at the time and saved 120k and fixed my forward line if I didn't go Green. Well, find a way. Yeah. What's Flanders' price going to be? Maybe what, 20k more than what it is? What, 590-ish, something like that? G'day, James. Would you go Merritt or Rao and his Dallin option, or Bevo to his thing? Yeah, I wouldn't probably trust Dale yet. I'd still go Merritt over Rao, even though Merritt was a little bit quieter this week. But yeah, I'd still back Merritt. Thoughts on holding Sanders longest term if he gets forward DPP? My forward rookies are struggling as long as Bevo lets him play. Yes, that's a good idea, but the problem is, will Bevo let him play? Because I don't know. He mustn't like his attitude or something, because yeah, in a week where especially no Liberatore, you would have thought he would be locked to play in that team, but you got to think Libba coming back just pushes him down even further, down the pecking order. So I don't know. I don't know if you can trust Luke Beveridge. Any other team, yeah, Sanders would be a great pick. Had Stewart, D'Ambrosio, and Williams all subbed out this week. FML. Yeah, that's brutal. That is brutal. Grundy goes nuts at the SCG, yeah. Is he at the SCG this week? No, MCG against Hawthorn. See what happens. What's a good score this week? I'd like to think 1950 is probably a good score. I was in the 1992. Maybe 2000's a good score. I haven't seen many though with 2000. Round percent, I think 25.5. Well, there's going to be a lot of flukes that aren't like in the top 10-ish percent of the league that will have a good week this week. So probably like top 3-4%, I'd say 20-55 would be. Maybe a little bit, maybe like 5-6%. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Thoughts on Marshall in general for later on? I have Megan. I don't think I want English. Will Marshall be fine for the rest of the year? Well, he should be, but now that he's got that low score in his system, he may as well wait till he comes down in price, because he will. Why did you have Reed in over Closey? So I was looping, so I don't know why, to be honest. I think I had the captain on Reed at one point, and Closey was emergency. So I actually got Closey's points. as a Blue supporter, do you think Carroll will get a full game anytime soon, or does he have to go? Probably not, because like Walsh being back, just like it's similar to Sanders' situation. He's just not quite good enough to push any of those mids like Hewitt, Cripps, Walsh, Cherra's not even back, but yeah, he's not quite good enough to push them out of the midfield. So I think Carroll has to be a CBA mid to have an impact on the game. So it's it's a bit unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. Oh, anyone that got rid of Dawson this week, I feel sorry for you. It's tragic, like really tragic. I guess it would have been the same with Grundy, which a lot of people did do. Scored 1841. How much will I drop in the ranks? Probably a little bit. Not too much, I would say. What percent score? I think I just spoke about that. Did I? I think so, yeah. What do you think about Rosie? He played half forward most of the Collingwood game. Do you mean like if he's going to get forward status, or like just in general? If you have him, I wouldn't be getting rid of him, but yeah, I don't know. Rosie's a bit of a... I don't think he'll be a top 8 mid, if that's what you're asking. When Grundy to Marshall last week, there you go. It's... yeah, you can't predict these things. You really just can't. Also, thoughts on keeping Grundy and Cherry? How crucial is Gorn? Both did really well. Nah. Don't worry about Gorn, because those two rucks are playing well. So try and fix elsewhere in your team, I think. Because yeah, they're doing fine. Grundy and Cherry, you couldn't trade out either of those after they're gone both 130 plus. I know Gorn is gone, but yeah, I wouldn't be playing around with that. Just let them sit there and make money. And if one of them starts to drop in form a little bit, then you find a way to get Gorn. But yeah. Can you run us through holding Gorn and Grundy for the season? I think so. Yeah, I think so. For a while anyway. Like I said, I've got bigger problems to fix, bigger priorities. So yeah, I'm not really worried about trading Grundy for now. 158 obviously, and Gorn is gone. So yeah. Hal Dawson, diamond hands, baby. Yeah, that's good. Can you run us through your trade plans this week? By the way, scored the same as you. Surely you get Zorko. Trade plans, I'm not too sure. I really need to see break evens. I assume it's not open yet. It's not going to be open for quite some time, I would have thought. But generally speaking, just going to try and prioritize getting the bad rookies off the field. So Combin, Darcy. Who does Darcy play this week? Round 7. Darcy. Plays Freo, so... yeah, don't know how it'll go against them. They got a pretty solid back line. Pretty solid rucks as well, so it might be a tough game for him. Combin plays Adelaide. I don't know where he's actually going to play positionally, which is really annoying. That wasn't even a question prior to this week, but yeah, now it's just fucked. I mean, I'm glad I got Harley Reid, I guess. He's going to make so much money and hopefully be a keeper. I think there is a chance where he could be a keeper. Very, very damaging with every disposal. Similar to Matt Rouse, scoring lots of contested, breaks out of the packs, clearances. And he can kick goals, so yeah, I'm really happy with Harley Reid. But yeah, trade plans wise, sorry, sort of dance around the question. I think Williams has to go. Like I said, wait and see break evens, but maybe Cadman has to go. Yeah, it's probably it. If I can get Walsh without using a boost, I think that's probably what I'll do. And then boost hard for another premium next week. Like maybe Zorko. But yeah, I think if you want Walsh, it has to be this week. It's going to go up too much money otherwise. Thoughts on holding D'Ambrosio as his B is like 30? Not too sure, to be honest. Not too sure. It's very frustrating for people that still have him because of the sub. You trading out Zach Williams? Yeah, I think I will be. Traded out Reed after round 3. Should I bring him back in now or just forget about it? Nah, just forget about it. Oh, Harley Reid? Yeah, unless you really back him to be a keeper, nah, I probably wouldn't trade him back in. It's just one of those ones where it's very unlucky to trade him out. 2006 is a good score. Yeah, should be. I think it's worth bringing Track next week for his price. I think there's bigger, I think I'd just rather Walsh at his price. Track has a high break even as well. Yes, he'll probably go nuts against Richmond, but I think I'd just rather have Walsh because cheaper. 50k cheaper, and Track will come down a little bit. Hopefully be my last mid, or Rao. I'm not sure who I want out of those guys yet. It's funny how a round can change so many plans. Fuck off, Supercoach, I'm not doing a survey. Yeah, one round can change all your 2-3 week plans. Is Williams injured for good? Well, it's Achilles, so I think he'll be out for a little while. I have depression after boosting Jackson to Marshall and having to watch my team cook that up against the Hawks. Yeah, it's rough. That North game was rough to watch, to be honest. And I'm not even a North supporter, but just watching it from Supercoach perspective was really hard. Comben couldn't get near the ball. Power was fucking not going up 1 point per touch. It was just a nightmare. Sheasel was getting a bit of a tag, so that was annoying. And yeah, just Hawthorn, I didn't have anyone from them. Just, yeah, it was a shit watch, to be honest. Do you think Harley Reid will be a keeper in the forward line? I think there's a good chance that he is. Remember, he probably only has to average 95-ish to be a top 6. And I think that's definitely possible. And you got to remember, when you're bringing in players, you want them to be top 6 from the point you trade them in to the end of the season, not from the start of the season, because you've already missed all those scores. So that's one thing to consider from this point onwards. Will he be a top 6? I think there's a pretty good chance. Would you trade Stewart? Nah, I think you just got to hold. It's a tricky one because he's going to lose a lot of money, but I think just hold him. Yeah, it's shit. You're going to miss a week. If he misses 2, then you probably have to consider it, depending on where you are in your leagues and how aggressive you want to be, how many trades you have left, I guess. But yeah, it's an awkward one, Stewart. I'm planning on getting him for pretty cheap. D'Ambrosio got subs, not injured, unfortunately. Who's good defenders to bring in? Got Stewart, now Stakos, Shoes, I mean, Luke Ryan, but probably need to wait a little bit because his break-even will be high now. Yo, you could go, but yeah, he's going to be quite expensive. Yeah, not sure. What do you think is wrong with Tom Green? I just think bit of imposter syndrome, to be honest. I mean, you look at his first few games, played pretty easy teams. I know Collingwood's in there, but we know how bad their form was at the start of the year. Then you had North and West Coast, and we were all thinking he was a god, and now he's looking like a trap. But I think yeah, maybe form a little bit down. I don't know. I don't think he's as good as what we thought. I think we have to maybe go. I think he's probably more of a 105 than a 115. Definitely not a 140 like we thought he could be, or 125 plus. Don't think he's that, unfortunately. But he had a really good outside and inside game. Now it feels like he's lost both of those things. So, I don't know. A lot of those fucking blind handballs over the back, which I spoke about last year, and very frustrating because they're almost always turnovers. But yeah, it just shits me that he put him, he came out and said, oh, I put myself number 1 in that draft. Well, bro, fucking prove it. Don't talk all this bullshit. And then when you play North and West Coast and think you're top shit, and then come out and pump out 70s and 80s. You're a fucking fraud. Zach Williams predicted B is 53. Yep. Zach Reid back this week, hopefully. Handy an option soon. Should get the tag next week against Hawthorn. Yeah, this is why I faded him. So, happy with a 98. As long as he doesn't go 120 plus, it doesn't hurt you too much. Matt Roberts more hurt me with a 117. But yeah, hopefully sub 80 this week against Finn McGuinness, depending on how hard they want to clamp him. Hopefully sub 80, but it's probably wishful thinking. I think Heaney still finds a way to get to like 90 even with a tag, but we'll see. Because I don't think he's been tested like this before. So, yeah, fingers crossed they do tag him and we're not just wishing for it. What did I score? 1992. Jackson a trade or a hold? I think hold for now. Do you think Sexton gets a game in the future? I don't know. It could be like Constable last year. He might just be dead. But I'm going to hold just so I can loop. Thoughts on still having Blake Howes in the team? Yeah, it's fine. Pretty good coverage for D5, D6. Luke Parker to come back, exactly right. So that doesn't help Heaney either. Yo or Martin? Probably Martin. Better time on ground. I'm in the same boat as your faded Heaney. Wait for him to drop below 600. Yeah, I think it's good to fade him. I think it's a bit unlucky if you brought him in this week. Thought he might go a little bit bigger against Gold Coast, but probably got a bit bailed out by his efficiency. I think he was somewhat low efficiency today. Heaney. Yeah, 53%. There you go, 7 clangers. So it's about time he had a sort of down game. Still had really good fantasy. 28 touches. He'd be probably in the Brownlow votes, to be honest. I think Grundy probably gets a 3, then you probably do go Heaney. So, or Rao and Heaney, something like that. Have these players probably have to go. Williams, D'Ambrosio, Sanders, Carroll, and Cadman. Who do you think have to go? Probably Carroll, D'Ambrosio, and Williams out of those. Actually, maybe Carroll, Williams, and Sanders. Thoughts on getting McRae in? I'm not sure. I think I want to wait a week. Even if he goes up 20, 30k, I don't care. I'd rather have that extra week of data to make a better decision. Only positive from this week was going Rail over Took. Rail over Fano, and oh man, he looked great. Like really, really great. I want him, but I can't get him at the moment. Just doesn't fit my plans. DPP changes have been made. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Nick Martin, defender mid, but it hasn't actually opened up, has it? No. I hope I'm in the top 4K still. I don't think I'll drop too much out of it. Like, I know it's not a good score, but like I said, it's a tough week. Captain on Heaney and Sanders through my score. Yeah, it's rough. Marshall's last 5 against Port: 159, 132, 127, 160, 139. Yeah, Jesus. You'd expect him to have a good game. But it just goes to show you just never can predict everything in this game. You know, I thought this week we sort of had a pretty good idea of what was going to happen. Marshall was going to go big. Merritt was going to go big. And fuck, they both... I mean, Merritt 109's all right, but Marshall 52. Against English, you can see a lot of points to Rux. Marshall's had his way with him a few times in the past, so... Unbelievable. Like, literally unbelievable. You could not predict that. So, yeah, I think we're a bit lucky in a way. Ones that didn't have Marshall. But yeah, I'd probably put the VCLC on him against Port. Only positive from this week was going Rail over Took. Oh, I already spoke about that one, yep. Random question, but thoughts on Saturday 4:35 time slot? In my opinion, one of the best times to go to the footy. Well, it's good because you don't have too much traffic, I guess. And yeah, you're not too tired. It's good, yeah. It probably is a good time slot, to be honest. I don't mind the Sunday one either. I don't mind either of those, like the day games, because the night ones are shit because you get so, like, having to get home is just a nightmare. And yeah, I think it is a good slot. So DV changes. Let's have a look. Garcia's already moved forward. Common's got defender status. Yep. See, I'm interested because I thought Flanders would get defender as well because he's been playing backline. So like, why isn't he a mid forward and defender? It's gonna be nice to swing him up there. Anyone else? Is there a way we can check? When is the time to trade Meek? Probably not for a while. He still scored well, didn't he? What did he have in the end? Big bad Meek. I think it was over 90. 97. Nah, hold him for a while. At least a couple more weeks. This is an interesting tweet. So first 3 games of the season, excluding round 0, Common 129. And then D'Ambrosio, yep, Billings. So I got sucked into 2 of these guys. Glad I didn't suck into Billings. But yeah, it really is the first game that reels you in. Let's see what people are saying here. What did we score? Okay, so it looks like most people are scoring in my range. 16%, a bit above. Fucking hell, 14% over that. It's pretty mental. Stats updated, yeah. DPP is finalized. Let's see what the Phantom's saying. How'd you go in round 6? Did your team mirror Charlie Coleman's first 20 minutes? Yeah, 1938. Yeah. Anyway. I traded out Rao. Have Stewart. You traded out Rao? Why did you trade out Rao? Traded in Whitfield for Yo and Cherry. You're not cooked, but why did you trade Rao out? That's an interesting one. Will Graham, defense. Yeah, he was already defense. Stewart's a keep, right? Yeah, I'd say keep, to be honest. Anyone else, even in my team, get DPP? What if we go and filter forward? So let's say defense, and then go average. Okay. Oh, Nick Martin is in there. Okay, so we can actually see now the rankings of players. So if we go forward, did any good forwards get DPP? Doesn't look like it. Fucking hell. Give me a like on next score. I passed it. Yeah. Whoops. There you go. Over 2K mark. You've done well, mate. Fuck, where am I going? Yeah, it doesn't look like any good forwards have got it, which is pretty tragic. So guys like Zorko will have to come in. Zorko, obviously Heaney at a bit, hopefully better price. Fuck, maybe we just focus on getting this forward line right over the next few weeks and fade Walsh. I don't know. I was really banking on Zach Williams to be a hold for a while. 2091 with Libba on the bench. Cherry was huge. Wow, that's a very good score. Especially considering no Libba. I'm happy with 1992 with no Crouch. Like, I think that's pretty solid as well. I wonder how many people traded Crouch out. 5,000, so only 1% of his ownership, but he's only in 11%, so hopefully he can string along a couple of big games. Nice 110s or something. Is Ambrosio a hold? Probably not for me. I think his break even will be pretty high. Fuck, I don't know if Common's a hold. I don't want him on field after that 55. Same with Darcy. Like I said, best 18 is over now, guys, for quite some time. Next one is round 12, so we got to actually get these on-field rookies right. Otherwise, it's going to really hurt our scores. So, yeah, that's what's making me. So Nick Martin goes to my back line. Williams comes down. There's no rookies to bring in. This is a problem. I'm gonna have to field guys like Coleman and Darcy. I got no choice. Is Sanders a hold? Probably not. Who needs to go more, D'Ambrosio or Williams? Probably Williams because he's actually injured. D'Ambrosio was at 50 when he got subbed and then somehow managed to get 10 more points. I don't know how that shit works, to be honest. Got no idea. Absolutely no clue. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you aren't already. It would be appreciated. Like, who do we field next week? I don't trust any of these three. Darcy, Coleman, Cadman. I guess the argument you can make for Darcy is that he's only had one bad game. Yeah, so that McAuliffe guy, he might be the one that comes in. So let's say so what's his average? I think it's 37, but he had that sub game we got injured. So 58. Break even -7. Okay. Let's say he comes in for Williams. That will give me about 250k with my remaining. He comes in for Williams. Martin goes to the back line. Closey comes on. So the back line's fine then. Then I'll have... Do I field McAuliffe? Probably fucking not. And then maybe I just go Darcy straight to Zorko in one trade. What do you guys think? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll field Garcia over McAuliffe. 2 trades. Just get Darcy out or Cadman to Zorko. I think that would give me enough. Maybe. Fuck, maybe not. Fucking Jesus, maybe not. Maybe we'll have to use a 3rd trade and get in that dipshit. Oh, we got alerts, are true. Thank you, Ryan, for subscribing. Yeah, so fuck, maybe we do need to use a boost just to get Zorko. It's pretty sad. Sanders, Ambrosio, and Williams out, or Carroll out for one of them. Nah, I'd probably go those 3 before Carroll. Oh, maybe Carroll over Ambrosio, because at least Ambrosio might play. This is a period I hope by staying Clay Hall will pay off. He's helped me avoid some shit scores so far. Yeah, that's true. That's what Sexton's done for me, so I'm not too unhappy that he hasn't played. One of the problems we have is so many good cash cows are sub risk. Exactly right. So let's go through it. So Darcy's probably not a sub risk. Comben maybe is. Cadman probably not. Garcia, yes. Wilson, yes. Carroll, yes. Graham, maybe. Closey, probably not. So yeah, you're right. There is a lot. So I think Darcy's... I mean, Darcy, I say no, but maybe. Who knows with Luke Beveridge. But I did like Garcia's game. I think he's an okay field option. Jesus, 2-170 and I didn't take Bont's captain score, changed to Heaney. That's a mental score. Well done. Fuck, maybe I won't be that high up anymore. Jesus. The way my rookies are earning cash, my primos that I can afford will be Oliver and Dawson. Well, I'll tell you what, Dawson, probably not a bad shout at this point, but yeah. Oliver, I wouldn't be going near him yet. Walsh or Zorko? Well, this is the question. Probably leaning towards Zorko at the moment to get a couple of forward rookies off the field, or one forward rookie off the field. I don't know, man. Wait, like I said, we need to see break evens on all 3 of these guys. So Darcy, Cadman, Comben, and Garcia, Wilson. Probably need to see their break evens. I think they'll be pretty low. Carroll's one of those ones that I think is a dead rookie, and I'm happy to just sit on for a while. As shit as that sounds, might lose a lot of money to be honest, but yeah. Is a team value more important metric at this stage of the season, or are you total points more? I think team value is a little bit overrated, to be honest. I don't think it's quite as important as what you might think. So you might have, like, team value is good for like mid-price stuff, but like if you go on more like guns and rookies, team value doesn't really mean that much. my strategy this year is not really thinking about that. To be honest, I don't care about team value. I'm just thinking about getting all the best premiums I can possibly get. I thought Tom Green was one of those, but I don't think he is anymore. But everyone else I've got, I feel pretty confident with. So yeah, try not to fall for too many traps, because there is a lot of traps during the season. But I don't think Zorko is a trap. I think if he gets injured, he gets injured, you trade him out. But at this point, forward status, scoring too well, roll's great, so he's got to probably come in. I had him a couple of years ago, he was really good, so yeah, he's a fucking prick of a person, but Supercoach-wise, he's pretty good when he has the right role. Oh, anyway, guys, I'm going to have to end the stream. I've got to head off now, so I'll make a video later talking about the rest of the full round, talk about my trades. But yeah, have a good night.